Screen Factory just unveiled a huge September slate, including Army of Darkness and The Fog on 4K. Big-time classics The Warriors and Casablanca are rumored for 4K. Dirty Dancing is receiving a standalone 4K slipcover this August. And what are you waiting for, huh? I Know What You Did Last Summer is announced to come out on 4K this September. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, I'm here to deliver to you the Physical Media Report, episode 115. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of 4Ks and Blu-rays, and boy, is there a ton of exciting stuff to cover here today. These are the days that I just get super excited and amped up to talk about physical media with you guys on the Physical Media Report. The days when we actually have some super exciting stuff to talk about, some stuff that I am personally passionate about. So we've got some incredible announcements and news that broke this morning. But before we get into it, guys, I have to ask, if this is your first time discovering me here on the Mid-Level Media channel, hit the subscribe button for more great content. We do tons of stuff on this channel, mostly centered around the world of physical media, new 4K and Blu-ray reviews. We do physical media updates every single Monday in the form of the Physical Media Report right here. We also do collection hauls, updates, unboxing videos, just tons of stuff revolving around the world of physical media, new Blu-rays and 4Ks, and you'll definitely appreciate it if you like that kind of stuff. You like owning the movies that you love, all this stuff behind me right here. Hit the subscribe button. Also, be sure to hit the like button and comment down below, guys, of everything that we cover here today. And I'm telling you, we've got a lot of stuff to get into. You know, what are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? What gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and also turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's get right into it, guys, starting with the rumors. And these rumors are brought to us by the Disc Father on Instagram. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the Warriors coming to 4K. Again, this is a rumor, not officially announced yet, but I know the Warriors just got that beautiful imprint release. It's got a director's cut edition on Blu-ray, but apparently is getting a 4K release at some point. There's no official date. There is no studio announced for this one. I'm kind of thinking that this one might land at Kino Lorber, but I could be wrong because I'm pretty sure this is a Paramount film. And with that deal with Kino and Paramount in place right now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of the 4Ks that they're partnering with them on. So pretty sure this is probably going to be a 4K from Kino Lorber, and if it is, I'm all over it because Kino Lorber has been doing an excellent job with their 4K transfer. So again, no official date, no studio. Again, this is a rumor. It's very possible that this could not happen at all, but we discuss it anyway because it is fun to talk about and speculate on the movies that we love coming to the 4K format. So let's get into the next one, and this is more likely to happen, I would think, and I've already talked about this one before on the channel. I think it was about 9 months ago we discussed this on Physical Media Report, but Casablanca is apparently coming to 4K this November from Warner Brothers. Of course, this is the 80th anniversary of the film, so it would make sense that this one would be coming to 4K sooner rather than later because it's Casablanca. It's one of the most important films of all time, and you just expect this kind of movie to come to 4K eventually. So yeah, Casablanca, they already did, Warner Brothers already did Singing in the Rain earlier this year, so I think that this one's kind of a no-brainer. It's kind of probably more than likely going to happen, but still in the rumor category because it's not officially announced at this point. Casablanca, I do like a lot, but when I watched it a couple of years ago, I was like, I don't know, there's just something there. It was kind of long, kind of boring, and I just couldn't get into the characters and the romance story in the film, but I am willing to give it another shot when it comes out in 4K. So Casablanca, are you excited for this one? Let me know in the comment section below. We also got to talk about 8 Mile coming to 4K. Now, this one we've been talking about for quite some time. This is on Amazon right now to come out in the Amazon in the UK on November the 7th from Warner Brothers. So we're just waiting on that US announcement, which, you know, once we get the UK announcement, it's pretty much a no-brainer that we'll probably get the US at some point. But again, not officially announced, so we got to keep this one in the rumor category. But 8 Mile on 4K, this is one that I talked about like a couple of months ago. I was like, I could just think of like maybe 100 movies that I would rather come to 4K, and a lot of people push back on that. A lot of people are really excited to see B-Rabbit in 4K, and I can't get on board with that, but I will probably still buy it and watch it. I haven't seen this movie since probably 2002. I remember enjoying it when I watched it. I was a big Eminem fan when I was in high school, but this isn't one that I necessarily feel like I need, but I'll probably get it and watch it anyway. But 8 Mile on 4K, let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for that one. But let's get into the official news, because we have got a juggernaut news announcement to cover here today, and it's coming from Scream Factory and Shout Factory. They announced their September announcements this morning on 4th of July morning. Again, happy 4th of July, everybody. I don't think I covered that in the beginning of the show, but it is 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're setting off some fireworks tonight, eating some good burgers, maybe drinking a beer or two or something, enjoying the day with your family, provided you live in the U.S. I know I have some people from Canada and the U.K. that watch me on this channel, and some other countries as well, I'm sure. So yeah, hope everybody's having a good 4th of July. But yeah, we have got to talk about, again, Scream Factory. They know what they're doing. They know everybody's sitting at home. They're relaxed. They're thinking about fireworks. They're on their phones browsing, and they dropped this monumental bombshell announcement for September. Again, this is not even the October slate, which is probably going to be crazy as well. But we have got, listen to these titles. We got to go into a lot of stuff. I've got the Scream Factory website pulled up right now, but listen to these titles. I'm going to run them through right off the top. Army of Darkness coming to 4K and getting a steelbook on September the 27th. We've got The Fog coming to 4K on September the 13th. Again, I know The Fog already has a Studio Canal release, but it is coming to 4K from Scream Factory on September the 13th with also a steelbook as well. We have got Platoon coming to 4K, the Oliver Stone Vietnam War film on September the 13th. This is a Shout Factory release on 4K. Platoon, I know a lot of people are probably going to be super excited for that, but unfortunately that one's kind of overshadowed by everything else we have to talk about. This is the one that I'm personally the most excited about. I love this movie. It is my favorite of the franchise. I know a lot of people will call that blasphemous, but Evil Dead 2013, the remake of Evil Dead, is coming to 4K on September the 27th. This is something I did not think was going to happen, at least anytime soon. So I am very, very excited for this one. I love this movie so freaking much. It's just one of my favorite horror films of probably the entire 2010s, maybe the 21st century, probably top 5 horror films. One of my favorite horror films of all time. So I'm super excited for Evil Dead 2013 coming to 4K on September the 27th. And then we got Cool World coming from Shout Select on Blu-ray on September the 13th. I know a lot of people were waiting on this one as well. We announced this one, I think almost a year ago, rumored this one to be coming out on Blu-ray from Shout Factory. So very cool to see this one finally coming out. Cool World, I know it's not the best movie. It was kind of perceived as a Roger Rabbit kind of ripoff when it came out. I do remember watching this one when I was a kid along with Roger Rabbit, and I watched them both in succession together, and I just thought that they were both great. I loved both of them when I was a kid, and it wasn't until I got a little bit older I was like, Roger Rabbit's just a much better film than Cool World, but I'm definitely excited for Cool World to come out to Blu-ray. So let's get into it, guys. We're on the Shout Factory website. We're going to run down all of these editions because there's so many editions coming out for every single one of these. Let's start with The Fog. So The Fog is getting this premiere package of, let's see, you got the 4K, you got the Steelbook, you got posters for the 4K and the Steelbook, you got the vinyl, you got the pens, and you got a NECA figure. And this is all going to be for $200.96 on the screen on the Shout Factory website. Again, I'm not on Amazon. Some of these are up for pre-order on Amazon. They actually went up on Amazon before Shout Factory officially announced them. That's where I first got word of these. But yeah, these are all on the site right now. Again, I will link as much as I can down below. I might just link the Shout Factory website and you guys can just kind of browse at your leisure of all these instead of just linking every single one of these. But yeah, you got this big package of this everything, all the bells and whistles. This is bigger than the Escape from New York one that they just did. This is one of the biggest packages I've ever seen for a standalone film from Scream Factory, is right here with this Fog limited edition with just everything. Pens, NECAs, posters, vinyls, just tons of stuff in this edition for $296. That is a lot of money to spend on one movie, but you can get it standalone on the site, UHD Blu-ray for $36.98. Again, I know this has a Studio Canal release. If you're over in the UK, you're probably like, I already own this. Why do I need this? But this is the first time domestically The Fog is being released in 4K. It's also getting a Steelbook. This Steelbook is gorgeous. It's got the pirates on it and all that stuff. It looks so incredibly awesome. Just the 4K, that one, the 4K UHD Steelbook is $39.98. We also got the 4K with the vinyl for $60.99. We also got the 4K Steelbook with the vinyl for $63.99. And you have the 4K with the poster and the NECA figure for $76.97. And again, I'm going to hit view all on here because I don't think This is going to be a little bit disorganized, guys. I'm very sorry. But the Fog also, you can get the standalone 4K with the NECA, with the vinyl for $198. You can get the Steelbook with the NECA for $79.97. You can get the Steelbook with the NECA and the vinyl for $103.98. Just so many different editions of the Fog on 4K. It's ridiculous. Get on the Shout Factory website and browse around. But as for Evil Dead 2013, you can only get that standalone 4K with the poster as well, because usually when you order from the Shout Factory Screen Factory website, you do get the poster with the film. So the Evil Dead 2013 is $35.99 right now. This is one, like I said, if I'm getting any of these, it's that one. That is the one that I'm the most excited about. And I'm sure everybody would disagree with that. I'm sure everybody's excited for the Fog and Army of Darkness and Cool World even, but I am just so amped up and jazzed up and just too freaking 15 for this announcement for Evil Dead 2013. I'm just so excited for it. But let's get into the Army of Darkness edition, because we got tons of editions with that as well. You do get, guys, right now, I gotta point out this deal. By the time this physical media report goes up, it could be gone. I don't know. Screen Factory could realize their mistake. I already pre-ordered it just in case. But right now, guys, they have the 4K, the Steelbook together in a package with the pins and the poster for $52.70. And it's on there for $130.98, marked down to $52.70. This has to be a mistake. 100% this has to be a mistake. But jump on there. If it's still up there by the time I put up this physical media report, again, I put this on my community tab earlier on YouTube and on my Instagram story. So definitely be following me on Instagram and follow my community tab on YouTube if you want more up-to-date late-breaking announcements. You don't want to have to wait for this, because again, by the time I put this up, I am anticipating this deal is probably going to be gone. But it is interesting that they messed up and they had this on there, because I do not think this is correct. You're getting the Steelbook, you're getting the 4K, you're getting the pins, you're getting the vinyls, not the vinyl, but the posters and all that stuff for $52.70. That has to be a mistake. But moving on, you can also get the poster and the Steelbook of this one with the pins for $99.99. You can also get the standalone 4K with the pins with the poster for $95.99. So, and also the standalone Steelbook for $39.98 and the standalone 4K for $35.99. So not as many editions for Army of Darkness as there is the Fog, but you know, no surprise. It's John Carpenter. John Carpenter always gets all the bells and whistles and all the cool stuff. And everybody else is just kind of left to pick up the pieces and just get what they get. But again, it does have the pins with it, so that's pretty cool. You're also getting Platoon on 4K, just a regular edition, I imagine, with a poster. Yes, with an exclusive poster as well for $35.99. So there you go, guys. I just read off everything that's coming out. Again, Cool World as well, coming out on Blu-ray. And I think that you can pre-order this one for $34.99 as well on Blu-ray. A little bit steep on Blu-ray for this one, but I imagine it'll probably drop a little bit in price as we get closer. But just a ton of exciting announcements. It's been a crazy morning just trying to figure all this stuff out. But so let's move on. Again, I will link the Shout Factory site down below and as many exclusives as I can down below for you guys to check out. We also got I Know What You Did Last Summer coming to 4K from Sony on September the 27th. So this is one that I did not anticipate. I did not see anybody posting rumors for this one. This one came as a complete surprise. So I imagine a lot of people, especially 90s slasher fans of Scream and all that stuff, are going to be very excited for this one. Again, I know this one has a really cool you know, like Overseas 88 Films edition that a lot of people got. I know a lot of people comment on. I'm not going to pick this up because I already have the 88 Films edition, but keep in mind, this is the first time this movie is coming to 4K. Aesthetically, I feel like this one's going to be a pretty cool 4K transfer. And again, just in time for the 4th of July, because a lot of people would consider I Know What You Did Last Summer a 4th of July slasher movie because it takes place on the holidays. So I can't say personally I'm the biggest fan of this movie. I did watch it a few years ago. I never liked it that much growing up. I always seen it as a lesser than version of Scream. I actually liked Urban Legend just much more than this one if you're going to talk about Scream knockoffs. I love that movie. Didn't like this one as much, but I did watch it, rewatch it a couple of years ago, and it kind of grew on me a little bit. I did appreciate it for what it was. I just appreciate that time period for horror, I guess, now that I'm just a little bit older. So I am excited to pick this one up. I am excited to give it a watch on 4K, but I can't say that it's given me the most excitement, I guess, of all the announcements that we talked about. Again, we got a lot of cool stuff that I just talked about. So I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of feels a little bit lower on the totem pole at this point, but I know a lot of people are still excited for this one. I definitely am excited to get it and to watch it in 4K and see how the transfer is. Sony always does a great job with their transfer, so I'm sure they're going to do great here. Now let's get into the next announcement of Dirty Dancing on 4K, the 35th anniversary, coming on August 23rd from Lionsgate. So as you know, Dirty Dancing already had a 4K Steelbook, a fire Lionsgate 4K Steelbook that came out at the beginning of 2021, and now it's finally getting that standalone slipcover version. So I don't know what to think about this. Like, the release strategy of releasing your Steelbook and then a year and a half later you want to put it out with a slipcover for the 35th anniversary doesn't make a lot of sense, and it kind of, I feel like, is going to anger a lot of people. You know, maybe people that aren't big Steelbook collectors bought the Dirty Dancing 4K Steelbook because it was the only way that they could buy it, and now they're coming out with a slipcover. They might be a little bit upset. The same with the Hurlocker. That came out on 4K only on Steelbook, and I'm sure in a year or so they're going to release that with the standalone 4K slipcover. So let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. We also have Men being announced on Blu-ray on August the 9th from A24 and Lionsgate, so I'm definitely excited to check this one out. Heard many divisive things about this film, but I love Alex Garland as a filmmaker. I really loved Annihilation, and Ex Machina is just one of my favorite movies of the entire 21st century. So I'm definitely excited to check this one out, even though I've heard mixed reactions and responses to this movie. But yeah, Men on Blu-ray comes out on August the 9th. We also have Raw Deal on 4K plus a Steelbook being announced on August the 19th from Studio Canal. So this hasn't gotten an official Lionsgate announcement yet, but usually with these releases, once we get the Steelbook from Studio Canal, we usually get a stateside Lionsgate 4K release. At least that's what happened with Total Recall. So maybe this will happen at some point, at least a Steelbook from Lionsgate, I would imagine at some point. But as of right now, this is an overseas release from Studio Canal. So if you want Raw Deal on 4K, at least in the next month or so, you're going to have to order it from Studio Canal. But I imagine at some point down the road, maybe 6 months to a year, we're probably going to see a Lionsgate Steelbook of Raw Deal on 4K. Now let's get into the next announcement of Batman and Superman Battle of the Super Sons, coming out on October the 18th from Warner Bros. This is a DC animated film, so I'm not too into these movies, but they always have cool cover art on them. I'm just not too into the films themselves. So let me know if you're excited for this one in the comment section below. Heavy Metal is coming out on 4K, a standalone version of this. Again, another situation where they released the Steelbook and now they're releasing the standalone 4K. So just, again, let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below. I never bought Heavy Metal on 4K, that Steelbook, so I don't feel like I'm going to buy this either. I'm just not the biggest Heavy Metal fan. Maybe since it's the only one, I'll just see what the price is. But yeah, Heavy Metal on 4K, August the 16th from Sony. Peacemaker Season 1's coming out on September the 6th from Warner Bros. On Blu-ray. Top Gun Maverick 4K and Blu-ray will have IMAX ratio switching scenes, so that's pretty cool. If you have those capabilities, you are going to benefit from the IMAX switching back and forth at home, which is freaking awesome because you don't get that a lot with home video releases. So I'm sure Tom Cruise had something to do with that. It's just, they're on fire with this movie. The movie's made over $1 billion. I'm just so happy that this movie has been as successful as it is, because it's just one of the best movies in the past 5 years. If you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, definitely go to the theater to see it. And I don't say that a lot. Go to the theater to see it, but I'm super excited for this one to come out on 4K later this year. I think August is when this one's coming out. We also have that Close Range. It's coming out on October the 25th. This is an MVD Rewind release. Definitely excited for this one. Cool cover art on that one. Imprint released their September announcements. All of these are coming out on September the 28th. We have Lolita from 1997, not the Kubrick film, but the 1997 remake. Blue Chips is coming out. Harem, Walter Hill Collection, that we already discussed that one in depth a couple of weeks ago on the show, I think. Durza Uzela, Barfly, and The Road Home. So all these are coming out from Imprint on September the 28th. Now let's get into the deals, because we got tons of incredible deals, guys. If you are trying to protect your wallets in this day and age for physical media, you are in a losing battle right now. All of these incredible Scream Factory announcements we just got to pre-order. The Criterion sale is in full swing right now. We also have the Kino sale in full swing right now. I will link both of those in the description below, so definitely check those out if you want to check out those sales. But just tons of incredible sales going on. Amazon is price matching a lot of these 4K releases from Criterion. Double Indemnity is $24.99. Shaft on 4K is $24.99. Citizen Kane on 4K is $24.99. For All Mankind on 4K is $24.99. And just a lot of the upcoming Criterion releases that are coming out this month in July, like Raging Bull, like Okja, and Virgin Suicides, are all $24.99 to pre-order right now on Amazon. So they're just price matching a lot. So definitely browse the Amazon section, the Amazon deals section on Bluray.com, because there's just tons of stuff on there, Criterion related, at a very low price. The Northman on Blu-ray is $14.99, so very low price for that Blu-ray release of the film. We also got the True Romance 4K for $29.99. That one just came out, so it dropped a couple bucks. We got The Incredibles on 4K for $14.99. X on Blu-ray for $17.99, so that dropped about $5 since it first came out. And Beverly Hills Cop 2 on 4K for $17.99. So just so many incredible deals going on right now, guys. And again, like I said, if you haven't took part in the Criterion sale, it's going on at Barnes & Noble, and Amazon is price matching a ton of those as well. Same thing with Kino Lorber. They're doing a lot of sales on their site, and Amazon is price matching a lot of those as well. And lastly, guys, let's get into what is new this week. There's not a ton of stuff coming out this week, but there's some stuff that I'm just really excited to check out. Some for the first time and some for the first time in a while on 4K. So let's get right into it with Everything Everywhere All at Once, coming out from Lionsgate on 4K for $24.99, on Blu-ray for $14.99, and getting a Walmart 4K edition, special edition, for $24.99 as well. I'm hoping I can find that in stores. It's the one with all the googly eyes on it. It's a really cool cover. Walmart's been killing it with their exclusive slipcovers lately, but I never got a chance to see this one in theaters. I'm super excited to check this one out. Again, it's an A24 film starring Michelle Yeoh. A lot of people said this is a much better multiverse movie than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, just how it deals with the multiverse. So I'm very excited to check this one out for the first time. Don't know if I'll do a review on the channel, but it's very possible that I might. We also have Edge of Tomorrow on 4K. This is one I'll absolutely be watching and doing a review for this week, coming out from Warner Brothers on 4K for $25.99, and getting a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook for $31.99 as well. So this is one that one of my favorite science fiction films of the entire 2010s, starring Tom Cruise. Again, Tom Cruise has just been on fire lately. If you have not seen this one, this is a real hidden gem from Tom Cruise's filmography. Also has Emily Blunt in it. Just a really awesome science fiction action film that I feel like a lot of people slept on. I'm pretty sure it bombed at the box office when it came out. So if you have not seen this film, it is not mediocre by any stretch of the imagination. If you thought it was like just a lesser than Tom Cruise title or something, I don't know. I just feel like not enough people check this one out. It's just one of the best movies. Check out Edge of Tomorrow on 4K. It's like a time loop movie. It's kind of like Groundhog's Day. It kind of has that similar premise like Happy Death Day. And it's just very interesting how they structure the story and execute the premise. So definitely check this one out. And I'm super excited to watch this one for the first time on 4K. We also got Okja coming out on 4K from Criterion for $24.99 and Blu-ray for $19.99. Again, this is only this low because of the Criterion sale from Barnes & Noble. So after July, this will go back up. So if you want Okja, this is the best time to get it for sure. We also got The Virgin Suicides on 4K from Criterion for $24.99. Again, the normal price for this will probably be $34.99, but right now this is the cheapest you can get it during the July Barnes & Noble sale. So definitely get that one right now. The Hunted on Blu-ray from Paramount for $12.99. We also had some Kino releases coming out this week. We got Ants on Blu-ray for $17.99, Tarantulas, The Deadly Cargo for $17.99, and Terror Out of the Sky for $17.99. So Kino's covering all their insect horror creature feature stuff this week with ants, spiders, and bees. So that's pretty cool. Miami Blues is coming out from the MVD Rewind for $17.99. We also have Downtown Abbey, A New Era, coming out from Universal on 4K for $27.99 and Blu-ray for $22.96. Memory on Blu-ray, the new Liam Neeson film from Universal for $22.96. Hero is coming out from 88 Films for $19.99. Monstrous is coming out on Blu-ray. This is a Christina Ricci film from Screen Media for $22.99. We also have Zero Contact coming on Blu-ray from Lionsgate for $15.99. A Banquet on Blu-ray for IFC Films for $14.99. And we have a Hallmark title, guys. We have a new Hallmark. Not only do we have this incredible Scream Factory, Shout Factory announcements today, but we also have a Hallmark movie coming out this week, The Wedding Veil Legacy, coming to Blu-ray for $14.99. So all you Hallmark fans out there, Hallmark enthusiasts, get excited for this one. We also have the Tremors 4K Arrow Video Zavi exclusive Steelbook for $54.99, and this is only available on the Zavi site. This is an awesome looking Steelbook, but again, I already have the 4K, so I'm not going to double dip on this one. But if you have not seen Tremors on 4K, I cannot recommend this Arrow Video release enough. It's an incredible release. So if you want to get the Steelbook, definitely, I highly recommend the 4K just for the transfer alone. The movie's great, and the special features are just out of this world for this one. So definitely recommend that one. But with that, guys, we are done with this week's Physical Media Report, episode 115. It's been a super eventful physical media report today. We had tons of stuff to talk about. It is a holiday, so I hope you guys are enjoying your 4th of July. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications. Follow me on all my social media accounts. Hit the like button and comment down below, guys. I want to know what you're the most excited about this week as far as like what's coming out and all the news and announcements. There's just tons of stuff. I am so excited about this Scream Factory stuff. Evil Dead 23rd Day. I got to go pre-order everything, so I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.